What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW, and today we're gonna go over a very important topic because you don't want to start day trading until you do this. All right, guys. So let's not waste any time and jump right on into this. Oftentimes people jump right on into day trading and they just, oh, I have some money here. It's not a lot. They just grab all their money, okay? All their money, and they just go like this to the market. And they just throw it at it. That's not how you day trade. You can't just jump in here. Let me minimize this. Boom. You can't just jump in here and buy, 1,000 shares of NKLA at $64 and be like, oh, this is going to go to 150. And then all of a sudden, NKLA is down here at $35. And you're down a boatload of money. Because you didn't know what to do. You just bought randomly. You bought with no plan. You started trading, whether it's day trading, swing trading, it doesn't matter. You just started buying stuff randomly because stocks only go up, right? But stocks go up and down. So you typically don't want to just grab money and throw it at the market and be like, all right, let's forget about it. It's a different animal. Don't get me wrong. It's a different animal when you're long-term investing in quality companies and ETFs, okay? And you just put the money in there, you forget about it. And every month you put some more money and some more money and some more money. And you do that for 20, 30 years, 40 years, where yes, historically that way the market always returns profit. I invest that way too, okay? But I'm not talking about investing in quality companies and quality stocks, okay? And holding for decades. I'm not talking about that here. I'm not saying that's wrong. I do it. I invest long term. I'm talking about actively trading stocks, especially small caps and even mid caps that are whipping around with low floats, okay? Especially that, but all of them really. Any trading period, options, futures contracts. You can't just shoot from the hip. You can't willy-nilly this. You can't just make it up as you go, all right? It's ill-advised. It is not in your best interest to figure it out with live money from the get-go. In my opinion, if you're new to trading, some people will tell you run away. I won't tell you that. My opinion is if you're new to trading, the very first thing you need to do is educate yourself, is inform yourself. What is trading? And what type of trading do I think will suit me best? Because I'll tell you what, the very first thing you pick, or very first style of trading you pick, might not suit you at all. At all. Okay? There's people out there who momentum chase, meaning they just chase the stocks higher and higher and they scalp 5 cents, 7 cents, 15 cents at a time with 5,000, 10,000, 25,000, 30,000 shares, okay? And they're good at it. And other people aren't, just like all types of trading. Maybe you'll try that. And I'll tell you right now, as a new trader, you're probably not going to be very comfortable with that because when you're in 5,000 shares of a $2 stock or $3 stock or a $5 stock and it's whipping around and all of a sudden you're down, $1,500 because it flushed 30 cents on you, only to have it flush, or jump right back up, 75 cents, but you exited for a loss, that'll mess with your mind. So you first got to find out what type of trading strategy you want to try out. And then you practice it. And you can practice it any number of ways. You can practice it by grabbing a notebook and watching and writing it down, like legitimately called paper trading. I entered at such and such price, so many shares, okay? And then this is my target, so boom, I sold it, etc. You can literally paper trade. I've done it. Well, that was one of the very first things I did when I started to learn to day trade. I wish I'm gonna look for it one of these days. Maybe if I can find it, I'm gonna post it, at least a screenshot on my Twitter. If you don't follow me on Twitter, link in the description section below. You can find my Twitter, as well as you can find Webull. Webull is a free stock trading app. All you gotta do is download the app, fund your account with $100, and you get 2 free stocks valued between $1,200 to $1,400. Okay, so check those out. As well as one of the tools that day traders need, scanners. trade idea scanners, you can find those down there. These are the scanners I use every single day to find stocks to trade, and you can download these scanners and use the coupon code that's down there for 15% off in the description section. Now, back to the topic at hand. I would literally paper trade on paper, okay? Then after that, I graduated myself to paper trading on a simulator account. Now, a simulator account could look something like this, okay? Where you have your level 2, right, with your buy and sell buttons and how many shares you want and all that good stuff, order types. And you're gonna learn to familiarize yourself with a trading platform using a simulator. I highly suggest a new trader start off exactly how I just said, paper trade, simulator, okay? Some people out there tell you, oh, but there's no skin in the game, so you don't have any emotions when you're paper trading. That's garbage, okay? Because it all comes down to you, in your head. How badly do you want this, and how disciplined of a grown person are you that you're willing to put in the actual work and the actual emotions into it? Because I'll tell you right now, when I was paper trading in a simulator, I was paying for the simulator. All right, I wasn't using Thinkorswim, which is a free simulator. Feel free to check it out. I was using Dash Trader Pro. It cost me $150 a month. Check that one out too. And I was paying $150 a month for the simulator. I figured it was a lot cheaper than losing hundreds or thousands of dollars every month trying to figure it out on my own. So I would trade in the simulator, but there was emotions involved. Why? Very simple. I'm not here to compete against other traders or YouTubers. I'm here to compete against myself. And I said to myself, if I don't graduate from the simulator as being consistently profitable for at least a few months, 2, 3, 4 months, then I cannot trade live money. And I wanted to trade live money. I wanted to trade actual cash, because what good was it feeling, oh yeah, I made $500 in the simulator, yay, but it didn't change my bank account, okay? So I knew that if I didn't graduate from the simulator, I could not trade real money. So I treated it like it was real money, okay? In the sense that if I didn't do well, just like you wouldn't do well with money, you can't continue trading. If you don't do well in the simulator, you can't graduate to the next step. That's what I did. And I felt the emotions. Believe me, were they the same emotions as feeling with my hard-earned money? Absolutely not. But there was emotions involved. It wasn't a video game to me. I wasn't like, oh yeah, willy-nilly clicking, click, 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 click. No, that's not what paper trading was to me. It was a trading tool, okay, that was establishing in me strategies, discipline, and the potential to graduate to trading real money. So that's how you have to focus when you're trading in the simulator, okay? And if you still don't feel the emotions, it doesn't matter. Trade. Trade as if it was real money. If you only have $5,000 to start your trading account, then trade with $5,000 in the simulated money in the simulated account. Don't trade with a $100,000 account and take huge $50,000 positions when you're not going to take bigger positions than $750. Okay? For example, trade how you're going to trade with the actual money that you have or will have to trade. Use that time wisely to add more money for when you graduate from the simulator, okay? And make sure to take it serious. That is the very first thing that a aspiring day trader must do. Education and simulation. As you're getting educated, you're trading in a simulator, so that all the mistakes you're going to make, you make them with fake cash. You're going to make plenty of mistakes when you start trading with real cash, and you're going to play, if you make it and you're trading 10 years down the line, you're still going to make plenty of mistakes, because it happens. It's a part of the game. It never goes away. We're not robots. We're not computer systems. We're humans. But the very, very first thing you want to do is start to get educated. The very first thing you want to do is trade in a simulator account while you're getting educated, because that's going to protect you. It's going to help you learn what button is what. Okay, you don't want to be fumbling around with buttons when you have, $5,000 on the line. Okay, it's going to help you learn what buttons are what. It's going to help you learn what type of orders you can place. It's going to help you figure out what kind of size you want to trade. What do you want to short more? Do you want to go long more? Do you want to do both and be a diverse trader? It's going to help you. Now, once you've been consistently profitable with your strategy for at least 3 months, you would move on to your actual cash account, okay, with real money. Now, another opinion or another suggestion from me to you would be, Okay, and this is stuff I've learned along the way by trial and error, is don't, if you were trading, okay, with, let's say you were trading $3 stocks and you were trading 1,000 shares, $3,000 positions, 1,000 shares, and now you're going to go to your actual money account. Don't trade with 1,000 shares. It's going to be a different animal when it comes to emotions. When you see that it drops 15 cents and you're down on 150 of actual money, it's going to be different. So you would tend to trade, in my opinion, and what I've done, you can go through all my recaps from day one till now, and you'll see there's a period of time, and it's extended, where I'm only making $50 on a winning trade. And I'm only losing $20, $30, $40 on a losing trade, or if it's a bad trade, $70, okay? But you see me making those really small trades, getting myself ready and building confidence in the system, trading 100 shares, 200 shares of stock, of any stock within my risk parameter. And then boom, I start to increase it and increase it. As my confidence increases, my share size increases, and my share size only increases because my risk tolerance increases. You can see me trade, a few thousand shares of a small cap, or a few hundred shares of a large cap, or 2 contracts of a stock in options, or 10 or 20 contracts, because my share size is irrelevant. What's relevant is my risk, how much money I have risking on the table, and we can go over that some other time. Or you can check out the new trader playlist. I talk about it there as well, how to manage risk. Now, that's the very first thing you want to do. I see so many, messages on Twitter and on stock twits and on Facebook groups where people are losing thousands upon tens of thousands of dollars because they jump into this with live money, with no education, no idea how a platform works, no paper trading experience. I don't care if you paper trade for an entire year. Wouldn't it be better to paper trade for an entire year on a simulator account versus losing $10,000 when maybe on year number 2 you're ready to go live, and instead of losing $10,000, you only lose $1,500 that year? That's a huge win. Or you break even. Wow, that's amazing. Believe me, this is the realistic expectation that you can have when you go into this type of trading. All right? Don't let all these gurus out there trick you otherwise and tell you, yeah, you're going to make tens of thousands out of the gates. That's not how it works. It's not how any of this works. Let me know what you think about my opinion. Drop it in the comment section below. Smash the like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And I hope to catch you on the next one.